I'm Lisa and I want a platinum blonde bob with the same length and bangs.
Yeah, and a bit more playable.
Yeah.
And a little bit higher up on the back.
Yeah.
Because the length on the front you like. Well, you turn for you and the rest of the world to show how your hair is now. And I think it will be stunning because you have a lot of blonde tones of yourself. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hello friends on YouTube, gonna do her hair. It's the first time she models for me, so it's nice. We know each other from the salon and from Facebook. And so she's here to get a real stunning platinum blonde color. Of course I start with protection like I always do. En dan going to wet de hair. Wat shampoo gebruik je zelf?
Die van Good Feelings, of hoe heet het, van de Garnier, die met honing.
Okay. I asked her what shampoo she used, but I always ask that because I have to know. Because when there's a silicone based shampoo, it's harder to color the hair. Because there's always then a silicone based line on the hair, so you can't get in. She wants a bang and she wants the back to be a little bit higher, but still in a playable line, not hard. So I pin up over the center line the hairs and I'll start at the back. Turning to the back, so you can see what I'm going to do. So I pin up about centimeter 4 above the skull bone. Now with smaller clippers I set away the hairs so I can reach the underlines of the skull bone. I know she wants the length of the front, so I start in the center, first with the tip of my knife, and after that I create the length. Now we take away the hardness of the line, because now she has a real straight bob line, and I want to make it more playable. You can already see that the shape of the bob will be different. Because I'm going to use her total skull bone to get volume on the back. Now I'm going to create the length. That I do by holding my knife flat. Don't lean on the skin because this knife is 190 degrees Celsius, so it's very hot. Just creating a nice soft line that's very playable. And all the lines from above this connect on this line. This is my first line. Now take out the clipper, knowing that the length at the front has to stay. Take it down and connect it on the underline. Bending the hairs to the front. This way I give graduation to the hair, so the hair falls nicer to the front. See how playable it is. Taking it up, and with the tip of my knife I take away a little bit of the weight to make it more playable. Going to the other side. Again, take the hairs down, watch where the fall is, bend it to the back and connect it to the line. Take it over the line with the tip of my knife and make it playable again. And by taking out hair, it doesn't mean that you don't have more volume, because air is also a volume. So by bringing in some air, you get also a lot of volume. So you can see, because the fall of the hair is a lot nicer then. Now I go to the first clipper I set away. Take the hairs over the natural roundings of the skull. And just with the tip of my knife, I fill it in. Snoer weghouden. The wire is sticking on my stative. Every time lifting the hairs up to see what it does. And you see how much volume she gets. It's now a lot of more than we had before. Because I use her skull as a guide, I get a lot of volume to the back, and the weight at the front stays the same. Again, lift it over the center line, just with the tip of my knife, controlling the length, holding as much length as I can, because I just want the volume of the hair. So in a way it's like a disconnect, but it's not really a disconnect, because every line is connected, but not in a straight line. Tosca is dadelijk ook model.
Oh, echt?
Ja. Dat zeggen ze alleen maar jonge meiden doen.
Ja.
Dit is toevallig eentje die van heel kort haar houdt, dus dat is wel heel erg leuk.
Ja.
Okay, took a new line on it. Again, lifting it to the back. And by lifting, I create some more volume. And also I set in the line to the front, because now you see there's almost nothing coming from the front. Lifting to the back. And just only take small parts of it. But this is what came off. Coming to the last line on our right side. Follow the roundings again. Lifting them up. First with my tip, and then with the total blade I make the length. Now I move the volume from the back. It's a lot lighter to the front. It's a lot heavier, so I get more feeling of bending to the front. Control it one more time. Het is ook wel leuk om te weten wat ik allemaal doe, hè?
Ja.
Want meestal heb je daar geen besef van.
Nee, dan is het gewoon knip, knip, knip.
Ja, hup. Snel. Weg van klamp. Took a new line on it, and now I go over the roundings of the skull. I'll show you that also. So I lay all the hairs in the rounding of the skull, so I make maximum use of her skull lines. And also I'm certain that it all has the length I want. And I love to create bob lines. I love them a lot because they're very feminine and they're through all the times. Go to the other side. Take it a little bit to the center. With that I create again less weight here and at the front more. Now I give the hair a graduation, so I lift the hairs in the natural roundings and also give them a feeling of movement to the front. But I would bring in this graduation, laying it in the skull lines and then create this line. I never get the move of the hair to the front. It will always stays in a fall straight down. Take the last part on it. Set away a bang because she wants a bang. Even naar binnen. Again, pulling the hair to the back. Around the earline, I use a little bit point techniques, just to make it more playable. That I show you. When I lift it up, it gets a lot more volume. Yeah, this is wel een boblijn. For so far this part of cutting a bob line, because now her bob is perfect. I'll show you that. See, the roundings are perfect, the lines on front are similar and even as long on both sides. So now I create her bang. Creating a bang, she loves to have the hairs on the eyebrows, so I know when I would normally cut it, I would take the hairs up, set my fingers between the nose and the eyebrows, and I would, when it dries up, it's a perfect line. Knowing that, I just watch through the hair to the same line I just told you. And because the hair is totally soft, the line, I create this bang also in the same line. Going to the other side. Again, watch through the hairs on the line. And now I have a nice soft bang. And when it's dry, it's on the eyebrows and not above that. So now I can make her a nice bleach on conditioner base. Hello, I'm back for making a bleach. I made her a bleach on 6% base, there's 20 volume. And I took this bleach, this Element, and I don't know where it's from, but it's a wonderful dust-free bleach, ammonia-free, so it's also very important. And it lights up a lot, so that's also very important. Of course I protect myself also, because the lengths are already blonde. I start on the outro and I put also a little bit deep conditioner into the bleach. That's from Lanza. I just love extra conditioner in it. Start applying a natural fall of the hair. Take every time about a centimeter. Lift it over and zet it in again. En so I do all the hair. Goed, waar ze erg veel donkere mensen hebben,
Ja.
dan zou ik niet met wit blond haar gaan.
Nee,
Dan maken we wel een kleurtje van
naar
de.
Canada, dus dat
Oh, dat scheelt. Dan zorg ik gewoon dat je echt mooi ijswit bent of zo. Okay, now all the color is on, so now I turn it a bit and I'll show you what I do. I start in the neckline, I lay all the hair back so I can see if I touches all the hair. Of course it's important that everywhere is bleach, but also I spread the bleach more when I comb it through. I don't hang on the hair, just gently work it out till it lays on the lines. And I think this needs a little bit more bleach. I put some bleach on. Now all the bleach is on, so I take a garter wick, pull it out and lay it over the contour line. This to reduce the heat of the process, but especially to give it air and to let it move from the skin and not on the skin. So it goes up and not down, because it takes the way with less resistance, and that's why I put garter wicks on. Now I close my plastic foil, gonna control it in 15 minutes, and I tell you afterwards how long it took to become platinum blonde and what we all did to get to that color. So we'll be back in a second. It's the nice thing about YouTube. You can be back in a second. Okay, we're back. It took 20 minutes to get to this level blonde. I put in a toner, a silver toner, and now of course I'm going to blow dry the hair. The hair is still in wonderful condition. Before I blow dry it, I put in a beach spray because we want to get a little bit wild effect. This gives it a more rough effect. And then we're going to blow dry it with a large brush. Starting in the neckline. First dry it a little bit, air dry. Tosca is dadelijk ook model.
Oh, echt?
Ja. Dat zeggen ze alleen maar jonge meiden doen.
Ja.
Dit is toevallig eentje die van heel kort haar houdt, dus dat is wel heel erg leuk.
Ja.
Zo natuurlijk.
Ja, toen ik jonger was had ik ook echt heel licht haar.
Ja, dat zal.
Dus,
Dan heb je echt zo'n Scandinavisch gevoel.
ja.
Ja, ik denk als meisje heb je dit soort kleuren haar gehad.
Ja.
Zeker op een zomerdag.
Ja, dat is helemaal. En dan heel bruin.
Ja, mooi hè. Dat is dan wel weer het voordeel dat wij ten opzichte van de Scandinavische mensen hebben, dat wij gewoon mooi bruin hebben.
Ja.
Dan blijft heel wit. Now apply a little bit more beach spray on it. Just make more power into the hairstyle. And with a large brush, I'm gonna polish the hair. And I can already feel the beach spray. But her hair is not damaged at all. But the beach spray makes it a little bit rough.
Het lijkt het alsof ik een andere huidskleur heb.
Ja, klopt. Maar je ogen zien er dadelijk ook echt anders uit qua kleur, hoor. Het geeft een heel ander effect.
Ja.
Maar echt vreemd is het niet. Dat is het mooie ervan.
Ja.
Now once again I throw the hairs in a wild line because I love when this hairstyle is a little bit wild. And then I'm going to take some Dirty Angel to get even more volume than this. For so far blow drying. Knik het even, wou ik zeggen. Okay, this is Dirty Angel. It's a line of attitude. Got to shake it well. And this is a pump in the underlines. It's a dry spray with styling elements in it. But it adds a lot of volume to there. Now just throw the hairs. Now just wiggle the hairs and give them a wild effect. And this is her new hairstyle and color. And then a wonderful bob. And thank you for modeling.
You're welcome.
Gaaf.
Ja, vind ik ook.
Het is echt super mooi.
Dan kan ik zo de achterkant niet.
Okay, my love, you may show this hairstyle to the world. And your new color.
Yeah.
And when you feel your hair, how does it feel? Because you can shake it as you wish.
It
Feels like
soft,
a lot of
but
hair.
a little bit rough as well.
Yeah, that does the hairspray that I put in. Thank you for modeling.